What a beautiful sight. Seddon Park is. The curse is broken. Cricket is about to start here for the first time in a number of years. They've had problems with their pitch. We've had problems with the weather. But today it is looking an absolute postcard. As Stephen Fleming leads the Black Caps out, he lost the toss. Michael Hussey, the Australian captain, deciding he would bat first. And the Black Caps cock a hoop after that win at Eden Park the other night, but knowing full well that they've never had a whitewash against Australia in any series. And Stephen Fleming and his side very, very positive about their last outing before they head to the Caribbean. James Franklin in the side today for New Zealand, but here's the Australian lineup with Hayden, and you're about to see Shane Watson, the all-rounder, open with him. Then Hayden, the wicketkeeper batsman, Hussey, Hodge, White, Voges, Adam Voges from Western Australia makes his debut today. Good luck to him. Brad Hogg, Nathan Bracken, Mitchell Johnson, Sean Tate. No Glenn McGrath today. New Zealand also have rested Shane Bond and Daniel Vittori with a couple of minor niggles. So in come James Franklin and Jeetan Patel to fill their roles. Very much the onus, though, on Daryl Tuffy, you feel, with the new ball, and Franklin as New Zealand look for combinations as they are about to get their boarding passes overseas. Hayden on the left, and of course on the right Shane Watson. Upstairs for us on the left Martin Crowe, and on the right Grant Nisbet.
Thank you, Smithy. Afternoon, everyone. Yes, beautiful setting here at Seddon Park in Hamilton. Denied an international match earlier in the season when the Sri Lankan game was rained out. So they've come back in their droves today, and isn't that a great sight up on the embankment, ready for the first ball of this match after Australia won the toss, decided to bat first, and a right-hander and a left-hander opening up for the first time in the series. And of course New Zealand will have a left-handed opening bowler too, but it will be Daryl Tuffy first up against Matthew Hayden. He's looking just a little frustrated with his form so far here. And Martin Crowe, good afternoon to you. Another big test here for Daryl Tuffy.
Yes, it is, Nisbo. Afternoon, everyone. It certainly is. It would have been a setback for him. He bowled pretty well in Wellington, 8 overs, none for 29, but he went for 8 and over at Eden Park. But as we talked about in the build-up, all the bowlers really suffered. So maybe we can just put that aside. Here's a chance for him on his home ground, in front of his fans, to really put in a solid, polished display against an Australian side that will no doubt be heavily stung by the way that the results have gone, the criticism they're getting back home, and the fact that they may get whitewashed here today.
Just a little bit of bounce there. I think it might have surprised Hayden a wee bit.
Matthew Hayden has not quite got going in this series so far. He got a start at Eden Park, and in fact he took it to Daryl Tuffy. He got a little bit of impetus for the Australians, and then got into a bit of a verbal clash with Mark Gillespie, and as a consequence I think he lost his concentration and got out. So looking for a bit of innings today.
Again, he looked for a couple. Fulton will have to hurry to get this one in actual fact, and doesn't quite make it. Good effort by Peter Fulton. He had a lot of ground to make, and he just missed out. So a boundary to Matthew Hayden, back with a square. Shot, beautifully played, short and wide from Tuffy, and through the covers it goes.
Wait!
That's through, and it won't be pulled back.
Yes. It's a lovely shot for 4 straight down the ground. That's beautifully played. It's hit the stumps twice, but on that occasion he managed to just get it onside.
Matthew Hayden getting well forward on this occasion to a cross seamer. Have to run for those.
One more, too short, and not quick enough to worry Matthew Hayden that length. And all of a sudden Australia are just kicking into gear, 45 for none. Beautiful placement. That's been a bit of a highlight here for Shane Watson so far in this innings. When he's played the big shot, he has found the gap.
And not a great delivery. This is in the slot. It's wide and it's short. And we're in the power play, so there's no one sweeping out on the cover fence.
And again, that'll race away for 4 more. That placement is superb. That is a terrific cut shot. There's nothing wrong with that shot. It's a magnificent drive through the offside off the back foot. He looks to get forward very early on, Shane Watson, but he has the presence of mind too to play beautifully off the front. First to cut. This perhaps the shot of the day.
Certainly picking the gaps nicely. Still in power play. Still no one out there sweeping at the cover point boundary.
Well, it's an under edge, and it'll be 50 for Shane Watson. Back into the opening batting role. Shane Watson, he's brought up 50 at Hamilton off just 46 deliveries. And the Australians, after 16 overs, moved through to 85 without loss.
Yes, mate.
So that's the 100 up for Australia, and they're no wickets down, so looking very good here.
Smacks it back. Oh, that's beautifully timed. He really did hit that one, and that's a lovely boundary.
Well, this is interesting for me because it shows that you can use your feet, you can hit well on this pitch, and Jeetan Patel, I think, thought about catching this, and then he thought about wanting to go to the World Cup. So he got his hand out of the way. Yes, Scotty.
Well, Matthew Hayden's 50 sort of came and went. I'm sure the crowd were aware of it. But anyway, he's picked up another 50.
Australia 116, Matthew Hayden's 50 coming off 82 deliveries.
Let's go, Mac.
He's gone very hard here, Hayden. He's looking for a second, and he's going to do it easily.
He's been able to accumulate all around the ground, Matthew Hayden. Just work the ball. They're the singles, 26 of them, in fact. 2 twos and 5 fours.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Played across the line, and Gary Baxter puts the finger up, and the first wicket has fallen.
Well, this did not turn, and Watson was playing for turn. He was looking to hit this behind square, and it's just carried on through and hit him right smack in front of off stump, according to Gary Baxter. Watson looked really disappointed, perhaps with himself more than anything else, that he missed out on an opportunity. It looked a fairly innocuous delivery, but it has provided a wicket. He's gone for 68, 122 for 1.
Oh, yeah.
Hayden has not been able to hit a boundary since the 10th over. That one up to 95, so a difference of 12k almost for Jeetan Patel with that delivery. Keeping Hayden guessing. No real spin.
Catch it.
He goes in the air, and he's got most of this. Up onto the bank it goes. And a big 6 for Matthew Hayden.
Oh, beautiful shot. It's a beautiful. I think he read Patel's mind there. Slower one, quicker one, slower one. And he used his feet to perfection. He didn't run the risk really of the ball spinning past the outside edge of the bat because it is not spinning. Superb.
Kick. Oh.
Good start to Hayden's first spell against Craig McMillan. Boy, he just stood and smashed it. And the perfect place to hit it straight back down the other side of the pitch to where the bowlers delivered the ball opening his shoulders, in fact, catching McMillan on the way.
Catch!
Put down. Straight back at McMillan again. This time in the air, and down she goes.
Well, a tough chance. It was hit very hard, but Craig, right in the stomach. Craig McMillan never laid a duke on it.
It's been a very efficient display today by Matthew Hayden at the top of the innings. He's been looking for a score in the series, and he's got one. He could go on to get a real big one. As McMillan comes in again, this time big, and it's gone downtown again for another half a dozen. That is superb batting. It's not that far down the ground, and Hayden knows how strong he can be to a ball bowled in the block hole. See you later.
Yes, again McMillan trying to run the fingers across it, but that's gone down the ground, over the sight screen, into the practice nets. And once again, first ball of the over, Hayden really attacking.
Hayden goes big this time, and he fetches it nicely as McMillan gets put to the sword here big time. Already off 9 deliveries, he's gone for 20, and this little move not working on this easy paced but very good pitch as Hayden goes down on one knee and says, I'll have a bit of the action too, Matty. As Hayden says, well, I've hit a 4 this over, but how about I have half a dozen as well. Gary Baxter has been busy today. I don't think McMillan's recovered from the first ball he bowled when he got smashed in the shins, then on the guts. He's gone for 19 off this over. Good news for him. The only good news is that at least he gets a chance to come out later today to get his revenge. Toss, and that will test the boundary rider. It's Jeetan Patel, and that is not the start he wanted. A full toss, and it was just eased away. Hayden has brought up the 50 now in just 29 minutes and 45 balls. Another good partnership, a good stroke, placement and timing. And yet we have yet to see the second power play. Will it go to the 40th over or beyond? And there it is. Well, I don't know about this. This is the power play number 2. It had to come. I was hoping, just because it's never been done before, I'm sure that it would be the 46th over and we'd have some real fireworks. But it had to come, and it's now been a case for Fleming, I guess, that it's now or never. It'll take us through to the 40th over. Now, what that means, of course, is that only 2 men outside the circle for these next 5 overs, and it's Gillespie who has the job of bowling to Hayden on 25, who's a renowned pinch hitter, and Hayden, who ain't too far behind him, on 91.
Yes, well, the situation here really says to me that you've just got to field. As a fielder, you just have to stay right on that white circle, right on the outside of the inner ring, and just camp yourself there. And if the Australians manage to get 6 singles off each over in the next 5, well, I would say the New Zealand bowlers have done their job.
I bet you they don't. There's 4 to start. Just good. See how much value you get for your shot hitting straight. So 2 balls left. That's gone. That's a buffet ball. Just help yourself.
Yes, mate, that's brilliant.
And just shuffling across to the offside there.
Well, lads.
Tuffy adjusted quite nicely now. That brings Hayden down on 99.
So often we see in a test match that the field might be bored in to try and put the squeeze on a batsman for 100 if he's feeling a little nervous. Not so in one-day cricket. They're prepared to concede the ton to save some extra runs. So every New Zealand fieldsman, apart from the keeper, who's back almost on the edge of the circle.
And he'll clip it straight there, and it could have been run out. Oh, the throw. If the throw had been on the money, it could have been curtains. It could have been a disaster for Hayden. It wasn't.
Well, almost disasters all round this. Brad Hayden falls over at the non-strikers end. Hayden's caught in no man's land, and the throw, well, we haven't seen any wides today. That was the first. This just should have been out.
Good towel.
And this time he'll pick it up with a push down to long off. Really good 100, Matt Hayden. He scored a lot of runs against New Zealand, and he continues that trend. The third 100 against New Zealand. 202 for 1.
$127 balls for this 100 on a very good batting surface.
Wait. Yes.
Sometimes it's better against that new ball when it's coming on to the bat.
Catch it.
2 sixes. Both hit straight.
Good towel.
So Matthew Hayden picks up his turn up. 127 balls. Just 8 fours.
The angle too much, and there's indecision in the running. And again, they survive.
Well, there's a shout for LBW, but that's missing leg. Hayden sees the hind leg up, tries to get a boundary there. A bit of a yes-no call from Brad Hayden.
205 for 1, 38 overs gone. 2 overs remaining of the second optional power play. Projected scores looking pretty good for another total over 300 for Australia. Hayden's on 34, Hayden 102, but Hayden's in trouble. He's received a couple of knocks to the feet, both feet. He may be calling for a runner here. There's 2 overs left of the power play. I would suspect maybe with a man out there like Hayden to keep him out there and say, look, see if you can belt a few over the inner ring and out to way to the boundary, and then we'll deal with it after that.
And that probably gets you over the instep as well. Not a lot of protection for your foot there. Very painful. I think that's good bowling, personally. It's a couple of Mark Gillespie's few successes for the day.
That's the first one, and I think that's the nasty one. I think that the one that's caused all the trouble, because that's right on the top. There's not much padding there, and that could break a toe. Shout to catch it. That's hit so well. Oh, what a stroke.
Brad Hayden taking advantage of the power play. No sweeper out of cover. 4 men on the circle on the offside, trying to stop a ball from getting through, but he's pierced that gap. I'm not sure if the cover had been square that he would have stopped that in any case.
Tuffy realises, and he knows it, what cricket is like at this level. He just missed his length and he got put away for 4. Here he comes again. He's missed it. It's a shovel straight to the man. Goodness gracious, what a soft dismissal. Had it on his way.
Well, let's put this down to a clever piece of bowling from Daryl Tuffy. Brad Hayden smeared the ball before through cover. Takes the pace off that one. Little off cutter. Brad Hayden tries the top spin forehand. Doesn't get it over Lou Vincent. Nice moments for bowlers when they've deceived the batsman. Hayden was just on a bit of a roll. Australia lose their second wicket. 210 on the board.
Oh, he's come down the wicket and he got the leverage. He got the length he wanted from the delivery and from the hit. 6 to Hodge.
does it really matter if this is a power play or not? Because I don't know what the suburb is over there. It's always almost into it.
It's the central. It's central Hamilton, the CBD. Here's Styrus, and here's Hayden. And here is 6 more. Here's a crowd catch.
It's been a productive over so far for the Australians. Hayden might want to finish this with a big shot as well. Just had a glance around at that leg side field. Scott Styrus bowls that slower ball again. It might disappear over square leg.
It wasn't a slower ball, and it hasn't gone over square leg. It's gone over long on. It's gone a country mile. Oh, Hayden picks it up again. He didn't really time it, but it doesn't matter.
No commentary for Brendon McCullum this delivery. The length is there. There's no spin in this pitch. It really is a batsman's paradise there, and Hayden just slaps it through the line.
Goes again, this one's straight, and same result. Hayden in total command.
And with a pitch this good and a batsman in form, it almost asked even the spin bowler to just get it up there in the block hole, bowl some arm balls, get it up on Hayden's toes. You just can't hit the pitch at all at the moment. Brendon McCullum says, Dave, we can't afford to hit the pitch.
It was only a fraction. He was half a foot off getting the Yorker length, but that's all it takes. That's all it takes. He's a strong man, and if he can get underneath it, chances are it's going to go all the way. Oh, this is a tough over. A tough over for Patel. This time, he's just flicked nonchalantly away. Dismissed for a single.
104 kph as well, so I think Dave's decided that I'm going to quicken this up a bit. I'm going to bowl really full. If I make a mistake, it's a full toss. A low full toss, which is a little harder to hit over the fence. I probably think that's what Brendon McCullum suggested.
Bowled him. He got Hayden off strike and picks up Hodge. Well done, Dave. 251 for 3.
And maybe that's the ball he was thinking of bowling to Matt Hayden, because it's a quick delivery, another 104 Ks, it's full. And Hodge plays over the top, it Yorks himself. That's a terrific comeback after there was 14 runs off the first 4 deliveries. Very good piece of bowling from Dave Patel, 251 for 3.
And goes dead straight. And 4 more. Oh, it's a pleasure to watch. It's belligerent. It's powerful. Oh, it's brilliant.
What you find with that list is the 2 at the top of both Australians, and Glenn Turner, Simons, Ponting, Turner, then Matthew Hayden, who is at the moment 138 not out. And every chance of going past that 156.
Hello.
Spanked. Huge hit. Massive. Not easy always to hit a knee-high full toss and get that kind of timing. Straight hit, straight down the ground, and 6 more. Easy as you like. Superbly timed once more from Hussey this time. Number of 6s all of a sudden in this innings.
No follow through either. Just a short arm punch down the ground right out of the middle of the bat.
Oh, straight up. Should be out. McCullum's going for it. He has to make a low ground, and he takes it in the end. He almost landed on Jeetan Patel's lap, taking it. It looked like it was going to be an interesting call. They're going to send Michael Hussey, who was anything but happy about the height of that delivery. In fact, Gary Baxter makes the call from point. Hussey is fuming.
Well, to the naked eye, that looks fine. That delivery looks like it's only top of the pads at best. Yeah, top of the pads only. It's well below the hip. Hussey's got no reason to complain. Jeetan Patel does. He should have caught it. He only had to walk 3 steps to his right and caught it. McCullum's called. Really wasn't his catch, but he's taken it anyway. Hussey's gone for 13 in Australia. 279 for 4.
Yes, Jeets, good
Steady
mate.
link.
Go, Lee.
There was a school of thought that believed that Patel was very good in this situation, and when he first came into first-class cricket or domestic one-day cricket, he was used to bowl the last few overs because of his immaculate control exhibited in those last 2 deliveries there. He gets slightly wrong though. Hayden gets him, as he has there again, and that's another booming 6. And up comes 150 for Matthew Hayden. It's been a treat to watch.
Certainly has. He run out of superlatives after a while. Patel looking for the block hole, just slightly wrong, getting a full toss. Hayden getting underneath it in his last 50 runs off just 26 deliveries.
You just see that he has pounded it straight or just through wide mid-wicket. New Zealand will scratch their heads at the end of this and think, were we that bad? The answer is, well, you only have to be a fraction off on this surface to really pay the price. And there again, it's not the right length at all. And White picks up 6. Tuffy, the tallest man on the side, couldn't haul that in today. And it just is a procession of big numbers.
Well, he's got a hand on it, Daryl Tuffy, but he's done very well to do that. And Cameron White swinging it away, and you see Daryl Tuffy here just get his hand to it, just there. And even if he caught it, I don't think he could have stayed in the field to play.
And again, that is big. That's really big. Oh man, that's the 13th 6 for Australia this afternoon.
We saw it from Cameron White in Auckland. And he's at it again. 7 overs. In the last 7 overs, 10 sixes.
Stephen Fleming can have them in certain places on the ground, but where they're landing, they're no good. Not just small 6s. 300 up already. This is looking like more than the other night. That's another one. Has he timed that well enough? No, he hasn't. Styrus takes the catch in the deep. So Cameron White is on his way back, looking for his 3rd in succession. Another highish full toss has paid dividends, but there was only a metre or 2 in that one as well.
Yeah, there was, and Cameron White looking a little bit unhappy too. Let's take a look at that. Again, that's under the waist, I believe. He hasn't quite got it. It's easy for Scott Styrus. He's on the mid-wicket boundary, but he's only a yard in. White was looking for the decision of no ball. He didn't get it. He's gone for 13, and it's 302 for 5.
Oh, Voges can hit it too. He can hit it. That's like a tracer bullet that has flown off the bat.
Well, that's timed. That is timed. He's taken that from just outside off stump. Have a look at this. Stayed low on it, not hit it very high off the ground, and that's gone a long way.
And he killed somebody down there. Sweet. Sweet shot. And that could be 6 more. I'm putting my money on it. Is it? Yeah, it is beautifully timed. In fact, one of the best pieces of timing all day.
Well, that's gone into the practice wickets. It brings to an end the Tuffy over for 17. 321 for 5. Well, this is again just superb timing. He's gone outside leg stump, opened up the hip, and still managed to hit it straight back over Tuffy's head, over the side screen, and out into the practice facilities. His 9th six to go with his 9 fours to reach 163. And he equals Ricky Ponting with the most sixes in an innings for an Australian. The highest score, he's just 5 away from Adam Gilchrist and 6 away from Mark Waugh.
Straight up in the air now. This has got one-hander. That's Lance Cairns. A one-handed 6 miles back. .175 not out. Now the highest score ever for Australia. But let's look at the shot. One hand only.
And that has hit the scaffolding where the cameras sit. This is large. He's taken the hand off the bat. He just used the top hand to follow through. This has gone a long way back. There's the ball in the top left of your screen, hitting the scaffolding.
Ten sixes for Matthew Hayden. Simon, you got some information there?
One more six to equal the world record, which is held by Sanath Jayasuriya of Sri Lanka and Shahid Afridi of Pakistan.
Matthew Hayden, simply unbelievable performance today. His last opportunities, 177, and he hits that one dead straight, and that'll go for 4. One bounce, and that is a stunning way to finish as well. 181 not out. It has been a powerful display by a big, powerful man as well. Hitting sublime. Placement, he didn't have that quicker start, but he just put the foot down and has put together one of the best the world has ever seen.
Oh, just superb. Handshakes all round from the Black Caps. He's taken a couple of blows on his feet, but he really has played so well today, Matthew Hayden. All around the ground, he gets a standing ovation from a very good, a packed house, a sellout crowd here at Seddon Park in Hamilton. Just a stunning display of hitting. Throughout the innings, he was circumspect to start and finished it so strongly. Superb strike rate of 109. What an innings from Matthew Hayden.
Blimeys, all I can say, that was an exhibition from Hayden, 181. He now holds the highest score for Australia in one-day international to go, with the highest score in test matches and the most sixes in an innings. And he was supported well by Watson, 68, 38 from Hayden. They all chipped in and, well, they all got the ball over the fence. So 346 they've made in their 50 overs. The New Zealand bowling got flogged, with the exception, I feel, of Franklin, who bowled his 10 overs, none for 43, was quite handy, although he did survive the onslaught at the end. The rest, well, they probably won't want to write home about it. Tuffy, Gillespie, they all had, well, they had a tough time. Tuffy was okay, but he got rather hammered towards the end, and that ruined his figures. So New Zealand have a real ask. They must score 347 to win this match. Well, they did well in the last game. If they do it here, we're going to enjoy one very entertaining evening.
First ball of the innings then, Bracken bowling to Vincent. And they're appealing for a catch, but it's a wide delivery. Now New Zealand bowled with tremendous discipline, even though they got carted all over the park. They bowled very few wides or no balls.
Noise as this went past. Maybe Vincent just flicking the pad with the bat. Looked like he was a long way from the ball, though. Now, the interest I feel for the Australian selectors, and perhaps Ricky Ponting watching this back in Australia, is how will his bowlers back up here?
Pulled away by Fleming. That's a good shot. Too short. And the New Zealand captain, in confident mood, drags it away onto the onside.
Yeah, drags the right term. He had to work the wrist through this. It was a little bit wider than I think he expected in terms of offside, and because of that, he had to wait for it a little bit and shovel it and get the wrist to break and work through it. Get the bottom hand into the stroke. Very low on the bat, well controlled.
And he goes through the offside square. Another boundary. So a good start here by New Zealand. We're just in the second over.
New Zealand will have to look to use the pace that Tate provides, and that's really good shape to that stroke. Waited for it, let it come right underneath the eyes and just got down low, hit on top of it. Very well controlled stroke. Tate will bowl for wickets.
Picked it up, and oh, that's a great catch. What a super catch, and Fleming is gone.
Looking to hit the ball over the top of square leg, who's moved in front of square leg by a few yards because of the slow nature of the pitch, even with the fast nature. Look how far in front Hodge has got himself. He's out of shot, he comes into shot. Very well balanced athlete, had to leave his feet. Great set of hands. He's taken some fantastic catches this summer. We've seen them and we've all enjoyed them. Stephen Fleming hasn't though. He's out for 9, 23 for 1. Highest one-day totals in New Zealand all countries, and New Zealand and Australia have been having a right old ding-dong of late. It's all Oz versus New Zealand. Oz dominating the top. New Zealand, Oz, Oz, New Zealand, New Zealand, Oz.
Yes, gone are the days when 230, 240 was a nice little total.
New Zealand looking good after 5.1 overs. But they're 1 wicket down. Ahead of the asking rate. It was a 5-over game, a 6-over game. They will have to accelerate like they did in the last game. Will it be Lou Vincent's day?
Here he comes, and he's got a snick on it, and it's over the top. It was a wild slog, and it's gone over the keeper's head. So it might be his day.
It could very well be. I'll tell you what, he got a mouthful from Tate after this. Got just enough on it. He's not a tall man, Hayden. He got up quite high there. A quick ball, and it's the pace that saved Vincent.
John Eales might have pulled it in, but not too many other Aussies I can think of would have got it. That's lobbed away, and that's out. He's got a leading edge, and Vincent goes 34 for 2.
Well, it's not his day, Lou Vincent. That's, well, an edgy boundary before this. It found the edge again. He's just turned the bat. Look at that carry off the edge of his bat. I can tell you Lou Vincent's bat has massive edges. I saw it earlier on today. It's got huge edges, and it hasn't helped him. It has not helped him on this occasion. It's lobbed out, the disappointment of it. That's the game. He's on his way for 11. New Zealand 2 down for 34.
Well, he's lobbed it back, and he's gone. Taylor deceived by Bracken. Caught and bowled. 38 for 3.
Well, this one wasn't running over the outfield. This was going straight back to the hands of the bowler, who's bowled quite beautifully in his 3 overs so far. Bracken, good reward. Perfect length. Taylor looking to be positive, just too hard with the hands. Far too hard with the hands. But those were soft hands from the bowler. And that's a massive blow. The young man, after his great century in the last game, is out for 11. 38 for 3.
Pitched it up, Scotty Storris went for the drive, and it's straight through to Brad Hayden.
Well, a terrific start here at Hamilton. Scott Storris has a look at the new bowl, left arm over, and I just brought up a little puff of dust with that landed. It just went away from him off the pitch, nice and full. Scott Storris hasn't picked up the release point or the bowler's action. Very first ball. And Brad Hutton this time does have one given out. New Zealand 41 for 4.
Mitchell Johnson to continue. Fulton pulls that away. They're going to go all the way. It's 6. It's gone all the way.
Peter Fulton continuing off where he left on Sunday. That ball is almost a good length, maybe just fractionally short of a good length. Just helps it on its way. It's a terrific stroke.
And the 50 up for New Zealand in the 12th over. That away, that might be fine enough to go for 4, and it is. It's gone over the top. Extra cover. 4 runs for Craig McMillan. 12th over comes to an end. 15 from it at 64 for 4. A bit of luck for Peter Fulton, he'll pick up a boundary. That's the over. 13 gone, it's 75 for 4.
Peter Fulton's entitled to chance his arm, chasing this big total. And you've got finding ups inside the circle as that one just misses leg stump. And off rewarded. Difficult to set a field for that shot. And Shane agrees.
He said something like, geez, Peter, that was a pretty ordinary shot.
You lucky so-and-so. Well, the curves are all over the place early on.
Oh, super shot, McMillan. Out over extra cover again, 1 bounce for 4.
Craig McMillan's been picked as the finisher. The theory was he's got about number 7. If New Zealand are to go close today, he's going to be the start, the middle and the finish. That is an outstanding shot. Almost 6 over extra cover. Mitchell Johnson learning you can't give this man any width.
Nice drop kick, but it could be straight down the throat of Bracken. It's not. It's straight down the throat of that man there with a white hat. Nice stroke.
It was just a drop kick, really, for big Peter Fulton. Beautifully timed and hoisted over Nathan Bracken. Slower ball, seized on it early. He's a good touch, Fulton, and obviously seeing the ball very early on in the piece.
Four more. Well, 6 and a 4. A 10 off 2 deliveries. Johnson just adjusting from leg stump to 2 wide outside off. And the long reach of Fulton paying off there.
Well, New Zealand, through all this early demise, still going at 6.26 runs per over, which is not a good sign for certain aspects of the Australian attack. OK, they broke through early, but just letting them off the hook a wee bit here. And again, this could be out though. No, Bracken can't pull that one in either. I thought when he hit it with a lower trajectory that Bracken might be in business. But Peter Fulton's placement there was superb.
This is the problem with left arm seamers that don't really swing the ball, is that you've got the ability to hit both sides of the wicket square. Fulton's drop kicked one for 6, then he's hit one through backward a point for 4. Johnson, he's kept adjusting his line. This time he's gone straighter, and it's enabled Fulton to tuck him off his hip for 4 again. Oh, that's poor bowling. Boy, oh boy. can't really describe that, Smithy.
Well, it's crazy stuff, really. I mean, Michael Hussey has got 4 men inside the circle on the offside, and his bowler has been pinged over the onside 3 times. He hit through the offside, sure, but it was a very wide delivery. Yeah, he's just got to bowl to his field. Well, that was almost through as well. So an athletic piece of work there from Cameron White has meant that that was just a single, but 19 from it. And for Mitchell Johnson, a little bit of food for thought at 106 for 4.
Going again over the top. Didn't quite get hold of it, but it's still good enough here on the small ground. Oh, mighty blow. Stand up and just deliver. But not only that, he's hit it straight down the ground off the back foot. And that is a mighty 50 from a man with great character.
Oh, that's a terrific shot, man. Gee, raved about Matthew Hayden for about 3 hours. Starting to think about this bloke, not on the same terms just yet, but that shot is unbelievable. It emphasises the nature of the pitch and how good it is, but also the level of confidence of the batsman. Not that bad a ball, hit back over your head for 6.
Virtual showing that Fulton's picking up the short balls, the ones that are sitting up, even the odd full ball on leg stump. He's just hammering them leg side, and that one down the ground off the back foot went around 95 metres to show he is in the top form of his life. Oh dear, it just didn't last. It needed to go for another hour and a half, but Watson has his revenge. He slightly took the pace off it, and Fulton holds out.
Michael Hussey is the catcher, and he'll be mighty pleased to see the back of Peter Fulton and New Zealand's 5th wicket in the process. Just couldn't quite get the timing. The bat skewed round in the hand somewhat. He was looking to hit it straight down in that area again. Hello. This game doesn't matter. 51 for Fulton and double quick time. It's 116 for 5.
Oh yes, we're still in the power play. And McMillan picks up his first big one. Yeah, that's a beauty.
Well, this is some catch too. There's the ground staff down there, I think. There's old KJ in the background. And this is a magnificent shot and a sensational catch, just to add to the flavour of the evening. One-handed. The slower ball, McMillan seized on it. I'm sure I've seen a serious one-day international with so many 6s. Bang!
That's 6 number 20. I've never seen that many in a match. Plenty of opportunities for some fielding practice beyond the boundary. What a beauty. Oh, a legend forever now. McMillan on 30. Holy cow, he's gone again. Just got that hip out of the way and said, I'm enjoying this now, as he races to 40. 16 from the over, 138 for 5.
Tremendous hitting today. I mean, if you're in the crowd, you go home disappointed from this, and I mean, I don't know, tiddlywinks may be your thing. But some of the hitting, the cleanest stuff you can imagine. And not just 1 or 2 players. Most players that have come out have been able to find the middle of the bat, which is a testament to the surface, of course, but also the fact that some players are in very good touch at a very important time. Straight through for 4. Shoddy fielding. I'm not sure any bowler appreciates that on any day, but on a day when you're getting slogged to all parts, you need a bit of backup. Mitchell Johnson's average day continues.
That's hammered. And that's not good enough, really. For someone who's on the fringe of over the side, he should be more desperate to get more body behind that. Another 4. That's 18 fours, 5 sixes in this innings. Those 5 sixes takes the game total of 21, which is one more than just 2 days ago at Eden Park. Hello, where's that gone? Well, it's another 4. That's not good bowling when you got no one back on the leg side boundary. That's just a long hop waiting to be spanked.
Here he comes. Smacks it away. That's 4. That's 50. End of the 22nd over. 155 for 5. And he's dropped that a bit short. And he put it right into the gap. There were only 20 metres between those two fieldsmen. And McCullum has found the gap.
And there's no margin for error on this pitch.
6 overs for 53. Tough for bowlers. Smashed. That's cleverly played. That might just about make it. It does. Well, that's a nice shot. And Johnston continues to be expensive. McMillan gives himself some room. It's a good over for New Zealand.
It's a very good over for New Zealand.
194 for 5. Good role being played here by Brendon McCullum, realising that Craig McMillan is in vintage form. 200 is posted, and it's the 29th over. Here he comes. Smashed it. 4 more.
Down the wicket, high, very high. When he hits them high, they normally go long as well. That's big.
McMillan again. 94 he moves to now. When he gets a chance to free the arms and swing through the line of the ball, this ground is not big enough.
Down the wicket, as he bowls 106. I think he has. Put your bat in the air, Craig McMillan. That is the fastest 100 in New Zealand one-day history. What a blinder. Gladiator is back. It took 7 years, but he's back with a vengeance.
And he didn't know. He had no idea. It took Brendon McCullum to tell him that he scored 100 for McMillan to show this excitement, and well played, Craig McMillan. Superb striking. 67 deliveries.
Now he's got a job to do. He's got to win this match. That's what's on his mind. That's all that's on his mind. He's an experienced player now, a cool head. Here it is. The shot that brought up the fastest one-day 100 in New Zealand history. What an innings. Took him a while to work it out. I think he had to be told. What a comeback. Oh! Well, this has gone very fine. It's such a fast outfit. Don't chase it. You'll never catch it. Oh, he's got to turn. He's got to turn. He's a big man. And he gets back. Well, McCullum has shown disappointment at the other end. He's not sure. Has McMillan got back here? It took a while for Hogg to get the ball onto the stumps. Let's have a look.
Well, the ball's coming back to Hogg now. McMillan dives. If it hits, he's gone. He's out. There it is. Well done, Craig McMillan.
Oh, that went very fine, but it'll only be one. Third man, very fine.
Well, the 250 up for the Black Caps. 250 for 5. 15.4 overs remaining. Look at that. Still well ahead on the runs. As Mark Richardson has mentioned, the wickets column is the key. Well, let's check this out. The last 15 overs, we've had 104 runs. And New Zealand need less than that in the next 15 to win the game.
It's going to take some skill. I think it's also going to take a little bit of luck for New Zealand to get home. No reason why they can't have both. They know they've got the skill. Will they get the luck?
Well, they really look like this is the tactic now, isn't it? We've almost got sick of bowling the ball on a good length, on a normal one-day length, and decided, well, we've got to get short. McMillan not renowned for the pull shot, McCullum more so. But the fieldsmen are back. They've got the protection out. And the option appears to be, for Craig McMillan in particular, to bowl a lot more short deliveries.
He'll counter by charging at it. Oh, he's got a two to get back again, and he does.
Well, again, McCullum, another good call. Because if McCullum had gone, he was halfway down the wicket at best. At best, he might have made it halfway. McMillan, well home. I'm not sure Watson hit the stumps anyway. No, he didn't. He missed. He got them second time round, but it was too late.
90 from 78. And he's got the hook shot out. And he's hit it well. It didn't bounce for Watson, and the angle was there for McMillan to help it on its way. Where's that gone? It's going to fall short. McMillan is not at his best off the back foot, playing the pull shot. And it was probably just as well he didn't middle it. It was good bowling. 150 partnership for the two Macs. The Mac attack continues to roll on. This is unbelievable batting. 135 balls. Absolutely sensational. McCullum on 42. McMillan 116. Hooked away. Oh, magnificent. That is absolutely magnificent batting. Notice the way he got on top and he hit it straight into the ground, took all the risk out, and the outfield did the rest.
That's twice Watson's gone short and paid the penalty. Not sure if he was watching Brendon McCullum hit Glenn McGrath for 6 at Eden Park the other day. And McCullum's the man who's been steady. He hasn't played the big shot. You don't have to bowl in the bouncy. Bowling the Yorker, overs are going well. You don't want to concede the boundary.
Well, that's another good stroke. Comfortable too.
Yep.
Just the one. I'll tell you what, if Mitchell Johnson can come through this challenge as McCullum raises his bat and the Hamilton crowd are on their feet, and why not? McCullum. Oh, brilliant. He's taken up the initiative here. I think McMillan's tiring, but that's not going to stop McCullum from saying, well, I can hit the boundaries when I need it. That was just 144 Ks right off the middle of the bat in the slot. He was always going down the ground. Outstanding stroke. Run rate is 7.44. Extraordinary match. Absolutely extraordinary. Slow ball from Watson. 24 sixes have been hit here today. 21 in Auckland. Australia improved by 10 runs from the Auckland effort, and they look like they might succumb again to some outstanding stroke play from this man, who's brought up the fastest 100 in the history of one-day cricket for New Zealand in 67 balls. He's still there, 95 balls in total, 117 to his name. He's bowled him. He's gone this time. I think he played it on. I think he thought he may have got an inside edge, and it had diluted the stumps, but it hasn't. It's knocked the bails off. Now that is a big blow. Watson's done it. He didn't need to play that stroke. McCullum was the man to lead the charge and lead them home, but the crowd will stand to an absolutely extraordinary innings, the fastest 100 ever by a New Zealander.
And Craig McMillan deserves the applause of this Hamilton crowd, who all rise to their feet. It may be a match winner yet. If nothing else, it has been outstandingly entertaining. The Black Caps 281 for 6.
Oh, what a catch! Stunner! Voges has pulled in an absolute ripper, and that could just be the winning of the match for Australia. Franklin got a wide ball and he latched onto it, but so did Voges. That is absolutely outstanding.
James Franklin's entitled to go hard at this. He does. It's a wide one, and that was motoring. Almost broke through one hand. He got two hands to it. He had the left hand behind it, his strongest hand, and James Franklin can consider himself unfortunate, and the Black Caps 285 for 7.
No timing there really for Daryl Tuffy, but he just clears the circle. Brad Hogg was up inside. They'll get two. That's okay. So the intent is there from Tuffy. It won't be a case of dying wondering here. The Black Caps have given this a fair old crack, and it's far from over. High on the bat, short of a length.
The longer they can take this innings, they're going to need some luck. The longer they can go into this. Tuffy out there. McCullum there.
That might go for 4. In fact, it will. An ounce of luck. All of a sudden, it's quite a good over for New Zealand. 9 from it. 296 for 7. 51 from 36. The only question mark now from New Zealand's point of view, 7 down. Do they have the batting power? 5 down, they'd be hot favourites. 7 down, they're not. Not unless they can get a little bit more luck like that and edge this closer. Now, McCullum, you sense he's just been waiting for a moment. His innings has been so responsible, so careful to this point.
Waiting.
And even now, he still believes. He's not panicking. Over 100 games now, Brendon McCullum under his belt. This is the role, batting down the order. They experimented with him at the top of the order. That was an out-and-out failure. This is his role. Should never alter. Bang! It's straight down the ground for another 6. Another towering 6. And 300 up for New Zealand.
Yeah, 300. That's what happens in Chappell-Hadlee matches in this country. Before this ball, I was about to say, managed his way through to 60 without really playing those shots that New Zealanders have seen him do in one-day cricket, in that role down the order in a number 7 position. All of a sudden, he brought one out.
it's taken. Now, Daryl Tuffy, I'm not sure, has got race off. Yes, he's been given. Been given by Gary Baxter. He thought for a second he might have squeezed it into the ground. My first impression was that he might have too, but the Australians behind have found the edge they wanted, and Hayden has taken the catch.
Yeah, the reverse swing here, the angle in, and then you watch this just move away very late, just enough. And that's all it takes to take the edge. I think that's fair enough. Tuffy, I think, was going to walk, and then he thought, hey, I could have a chance here, so he stood around, waited for the decision. Fair enough, he's out for 8, 303 for 8.
Oh, that'll go for 4. Outside edge. It wasn't a great delivery. It was an attempted Yorker, and those faces sort of outline that, don't they? They're not comfortable.
Well, count, take him. Just got the edge in the way, and it was fine enough to go for 4. What can you do?
Well, you've got to bowl it in the right place. Give yourself a chance against the tail end to back yourself. And again they might get 2. Now Gillespie will come back. What a big over this has come from the unlikely hero. We all said that's got to be McCullum. Look at Fleming in the background. He's loving this. The trophy's in the bag, but they're putting the acid on again.
The old tail end of French cut. He's just used the outside edge of the bat. He's trying to hit in the middle, but any edge will do.
Australia feel anything but comfortable at this point. Surely they grab this one. Oh, that's solid. That's 4. That's magnificent down the ground. It wasn't really there for the shot. What an over from Gillespie. McCullum says, hey, pal, you're supposed to be helping me. What can I do for you? 318 for 8.
Outside edge, inside edge, out of the screws. He got it, he got one, and he's a strong man, and he smashed it. Wow! Could it happen?
McCullum, look at the look on his face. Where'd you get that from? The chant goes up again. That was there at Eden Park, the Kiwi chant. His belief on the hill. His belief in the middle. Quick, and he's got it away. Can you believe that shot? You can't coach it, it's gold. And he's got it mastered.
Yeah, the edges are going to count now. They're really going to count. All he's got to do is get some form of the outside edge or inside edge or any part of the bat on the ball. And he's done it. It wasn't bad. It was on target. He's just got down on it.
Oh, in the dressing room or the viewing lounge now, they won't have believed that one. Beautifully bowled, beautifully played. They'll run. They have to hit. He does hit. My, this could be out. This is brilliant work, and I think it's Voges again. The boy with the golden arm. He's taken a brilliant catch to get rid of Franklin, and I think Gillespie knows. I think he knows.
I don't know if Gillespie was really putting in here. He was taking his time. I think he's going to be caught short, is he? Yes, he is. Wow, it turns again.
The last yard or so, he didn't look as if he was extending. He hasn't extended the leg. He hasn't extended the bat perhaps as much as he could. Maybe he didn't think it was going to his end. But it was a brilliant throw, Voges. And that will silence them here.
And he's furious with himself. He realised he didn't put in. He's still done a marvellous job. He's out for 28. New Zealand are 339 for 9.
Oh, they're going to go again. Oh, he picked it up. He had a chance to get McCullum. He fumbled. McCullum gets through. If he'd have grabbed that cleanly, I think even McCullum was in big trouble with his pace.
But it brings McCullum down on strike. They had 2 goes at it. Tate had a crack at gathering it, and the direct hit would have hit it. And then the other man came and picked it up, did a marvellous back flip. That flick, but couldn't hit. There's Tate, tries to grab it. And it looked like it was White. Misses, McCullum on strike. Could that be the turning moment? There's been some wonderful fielding. Nonetheless, Voges with the catch and a run out. Could that be the miss though? Gets McCullum on strike. Can he win it for New Zealand?
Well, the length here is the key in the field setting. They really want to get McCullum off strike with a single if they can't get him out. So Bracken, with all of his experience, will bowl it right up in the block hole. If he bowls it short, McCullum will hit him out of the park, and then New Zealand will win. It's as simple as that. He's got to get the length absolutely right. And what can McCullum invent against it? And will he be patient to believe he can do it later in the over? Oh, that's bad. Bad for Australia. Great for New Zealand. He got it wrong. McCullum invented. He went outside off stump and he's hoisted him out of the ground.
When he saw that going for 6, McCullum, I think you'd almost see the adrenaline rush come out of his heart, almost popped out of his chest. He nearly faked it.
The scores are tied and the Aussies all have to come inside the circle now. They all have to crowd and McCullum won't matter. He's got 5 deliveries to win this game through or over the field. Bracken, with all his experience, the pressure went on him and he couldn't deliver the Yorker. It was knee high and now it's buried in the crowd. So Hussey brings them all in. McCullum knows he's got 5 deliveries to win this game, to whitewash the Australians. Here we go. Bracken. McCullum charges, he doesn't need it, he knows it, he's got time. Bracken has to come up with 4 more of those, and then they need a run out. Could we have a tie?
I can't believe what this Black Caps side has achieved in these 3 games. I really can't. It's absolutely amazing. Who'd want to be Michael Hussey? Well, I'd like to be as good a bat as him, but who'd want to stand and captain have this happen to you? Unbelievable.
There's McCullum again on strike to Bracken. He gets it over the top. It's through for 4. And New Zealand have done it again. Can you believe it? Yes, they can now. They're a bunch of believers. They can win it from anywhere. And the World Cup now could well be their stage. Look at Michael Hussey. He couldn't defend in Auckland. He can't defend here. He knows it's been an incredible performance. New Zealand down on strength. No Vittori, no Oram, no Bond. They've done it themselves with the side not at full strength. Australia, sure, they're down on numbers now. How much are they down on spirit?
Quite unbelievable. The notes are going in the book, but I don't know. I don't know. How often is it McCullum was there at the end? How often in his role as a finisher of an innings? He's done more than finish this game. He batted through the middle and he brought it home. He is a wonderful performer. It's all smiles for Captain Stephen Fleming. McMillan, well, who would have thought McMillan in the last 2 games? The gladiator of 2000 and 2001 is back. He's on the stage.
From 4 for 44, you just don't win in those situations, but they did, unbelievably so, thanks to Peter Fulton's 51 from 40, McMillan's 117 from 96. What an innings that was. That gave New Zealand belief. And then, of course, who better to finish the deal? McCullum, 86 from 91. There are a few better in the world, apart from maybe Michael Hussey, able to size up a situation and take it away from the opposition. Gillespie's 28 from 15 was gold, even though it was tinged with a bit of luck. That doesn't matter. 27 extras compared to New Zealand's 5 may well have been one of the turning points in the match. They got there, 350 for 9, and one of the great chasers of all time. Bracken 1 for 44, Tate 2 for 60, but there was the best of it, and from then on it got pretty ugly. 3 for 81, Johnson from 10, 2 for 88, Watson from 10, and the spinners between them 10 overs. none for 73. They had no control, 22 wides they bowled Australia, which helped New Zealand in quite an incredible fashion. Australia 346 for 5 from their 50. New Zealand winning with 3 balls to spare, 1 wicket to spare thanks to McMillan, McCullum and Fulton. And they've wrapped up the Chappell-Hadlee series by 3-0. And at the end, in the presentation ceremony, they got the trophy, they got the National Bank trophy, and there's room on the table for 1 more. Could they win the World Cup? Well, they've got to believe they've got a great chance from here on in.
And I'm watching the rain, and I'm watching this love grow. No more heartache or pain, 'cause this is real. This is real. This is real. This is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. Well, I'm staying for a party, and I'm staying for change, and I'm feeling kinda naughty. I'm glad to say that nothing has changed. I'm watching our love grow. I'm watching the kids